So, for someone who doesn't understand this stuff, are his kicks pretty impressive? I mean, if you went to the mall and you start doing that, people would be pretty amazed. But
yeah, I mean, anytime you put a leg to somebody's chin, it's gonna bother them.
Well, that's my second tattoo.
So, like, a lot of the flippy kicks aren't going to do shit to anybody unless you hit them in the head. But, like, they will, you know, they'll get you. They take a long time to develop. It's a lot of moving parts. He's in practice and he's all bloody. Sensei, thanks for... If you guys are going to a gym and the guy's beating your ass when you're bleeding every day, go to a new gym.
Yeah, and then especially on the same day if they put a fucking blindfold on you.
Oh, he taught him the finger thing. That's the, what's that? All the church in the steeple, open the door, see all the people, something like that?
Yeah.
Taught him that one. Oh!
So now he's got the little sticks.
Got the split stuff.
Dude, he's making him serve dinner with blindfold? What a dick.
See blindfolded? Like what? That's part of the training?
She's all...
You don't need to see?
She's all... He has no idea he's serving us fries. He thinks it's Asian food. He's all, it smells like Whoppers. And I think he's trying to play an American too, so it's pretty great that his accent is not American at all.
Yeah.
And there's a real famous actor who's an Academy Award nominee, maybe a winner, in this too, that I totally forgot was in it until I saw him, and then I was like, holy shit balls. Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker, yeah. Yeah, he's trying to, he's the guy trying to arrest him?
This was the film where he hurt his eye. No.
Oh, you hurt his eye?
No, I'm kidding. I'm an asshole. Being a total asshole. Dude, I stopped myself from saying it because I'm like, I don't know, that's kind of mean. I'm a Forrest Whitaker fan, but you know what? He seems like he has a pretty good sense of humor, and he has a couple comments that's making count, so he's fine.
Sorry, I think the eyes holding him back.
Have you ever had? No, it's actually kind of cool. It actually makes him kind of more interesting.
Yeah, he had that eye in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm just being an asshole. Oh yeah, so this is the scene now. So John Claude is tied up to two little trees.
He's being drawn and quartered.
Drawn and quartered. Oh, it has a name.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think is what it's called. He used to do it with horses, but you do it in a tree and pulley system.
He's not yelling out a safe word or anything. He's doing a good job.
Impressive.
Yeah, so the
nipple clamps.
The actual Frank Duke said that his sensei really did this to him, and the reason why is because it breaks you down so much that everything else is clear. I don't think he did it. Maybe.
And while he
got robbed at this someday to him.
While he penetrated him, just let go. Just let go.
See, you totally forgot your hands are tied, huh? That is pretty silly. He's like levitating.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though? I wonder, man, I guess I was a dumb kid, huh? Because I was like, this guy's amazing. He can do the splits.
Yeah.
So he went from, I don't know what just happened. I'm trying to explain it to people.
He broke it.
And he just broke it.
The tree, broke the pulleys.
So basically, if you're not watching it, it looks like someone was playing volleyball in the backyard. They knocked over the net. That's what just happened. This dinky ass fucking tree.
Weird.
What kind of tree, dude?
S&M.
And the trees were like clearly not in the ground too. That was pretty great. Those were like the thinnest trees ever. That had probably metal poles inside. That hair, dude.
Is he gonna crown him a knight with the sword?
Yeah. So now he's kneeling down. That guy pulled his sword out. That sword.
Just long sword. Pull out the short sword next.
Yeah. He's like, how bad you want to win? So now they're doing, so they're doing a night thing, which I didn't know they have nights in Angelville, but.
Angelville.
I think my favorite John Claude Van Damme haircut was Hard Target. When he was a homeless dude on the run. And he's like.
You went to hunt him?
Yeah. That was a dope ass haircut. He had full on, like, his hair was almost the whole. it was almost the same. It was almost as tall as it was long in the back, but it was as short on the sides. It was probably one of the greatest mullets ever, really.
Solid mullet. With that 80s volume.
That's the word for his hair, volume. So his flashback scene is finally over. He's still wearing a leotard.
He's popping the collar. It's a solid look.
Have you ever had any of your coaches like put you in the backyard and like have like a tetherball pole and
Everybody tie me up.
Yeah, I would have a lot of questions before I let someone do that to get me ready for a fight. I'm like, I don't think you really need to. Oh, yep, he's going to Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, that's where it was. That's where they filmed it.
So the real Frank Duke said that this happened in 1975.
1975.
In the Bahamas. It happened every 5 years. It was super secret. And the reason why he was doing the tournament is because he was a CIA agent on the DL, and he entered this tournament. They had him enter it thinking he was just going to lose, but he was just getting in there to infiltrate all these bad guys.
Crime bosses.
But guess what? He started winning and knocking people out, so now he's... there's a great story that he has this trophy that never appeared until like the early 2000s, and there was like evidence that he bought it at a trophy store down the street.
Oh man.
Him getting caught in a lie, but him still going so hard on it makes it almost okay again.
Double down.
Double down, right? So now Ogre's on a bus drinking beer on the way to trying to hit on some chick. Nerds.
Wanna go make fun of nerds, babe? Big man.
See this guy over here, this little French guy on belt. Doesn't matter. And the only other white girl in the entire country just happens to be at the same bar.
Trying to be a reporter.
I saw this lady's this actress. Guess we should give some of these.
What does she do? They should do a hippie then and now.
Then and now, I think
somebody posted a picture then and now of Tom Hanks and the chick that was opposite him in Top Gun.
Oh, you mean Cruise? Tom Cruise?
Then and now?
Yeah.
Oh, time was not.
No.
Time has not been good.
No, yeah. Well, for him, it's good.
For him, yeah. Like, he's still...
That last Mission Impossible, he's got abs and shit in his 50s.
I follow Stallone on Instagram. Dude's 72. He's old as my dad. Freaking ripped.
No kidding.
Dude, he's got the good sauce, man. Found a youth. He's going to be 150.
That's crazy. Yeah, because he was...
Oh, I remember that game.
Yeah, so they're at the arcade. They're playing... is it called... Is this...
I think it's Kung Fu.
I think this is Karate Champ. Because there was two. There was Kung Fu and the Karate Champ. They basically stole it. But yeah, so they pretty much, I think, stole the idea from that Karate Kid. But I remember that game. There was like 4 moves you could do. It was really hard to get like the roundhouse. Yeah. And then it was on... came out on Nintendo and really sucked.
Oh, he's on Kumite Fighter.
Dude, yeah, it's like a secret thing that somehow everybody knows about.
Yeah.
It's the worst kept secret in the entire country.
Oh, they're all staying in the same hotel. It's not that good of a secret if the chick is there too.
Yeah. She's like, hey, so what time is the Kumite? Shh. That's so funny. That game, I wasted a lot of time playing the game.
Ray Jackson and Frank Dukes.
There he is, Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker. There are no small roles.
Nope.
Only small actors.
He's so awesome. You know what
his
movie?
Partner too is like an old. He's been in a lot of stuff too. I've seen that guy's played the places. I think.
Yeah, he's always at a table with like mobsters, and he's one of the ones who gets shot first, I think.
Yeah.
Dude, Forrest Whitaker's so. You know what movie?
This wasn't that far after. When was Fast Times was behind? Was that
1983.
83.
Yeah.
So this 5 years after.
5 years after that. Yeah, he was big in that movie. That was funny. Yeah, he was the big jock.
Mm-hmm.
Now most of his roles are like nice, sensitive. In the Crying Game, he was so great in that movie. Well, it's got a twist that some people aren't into. So.
Yeah, that penis tuck.
Oh, it's not tucked. It's out saying hello.
Oh.
I remember being like, "Oh, that was a twist."
That was a Silence of the Lambs.
You know what's funny? It didn't even really fucking bug me. I was more upset because I was like, kept hearing about this twist, and I thought it was gonna be like someone was the killer, and then I was like, "Oh, you got a dick. That's all right." I mean, is that it?
That's it.
I mean, he's not the one who started the whole killing. Yeah, so that was the big curveball. I mean, I think that movie's 20 years old, so we don't have to worry about spoilers, right?
Yeah, I think.
What is your personal stance on spoilers?
I don't really care. There's nothing that is, I'm not. Yeah, I don't care, because I'll probably forget about it by the time I see it.
Yeah.
I probably forget about it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I think somebody mentioned that.
I just started watching fucking Game of Thrones again, and I swear to God, there was whole seasons where I must have just woke up and shoved weed in my arm because I don't remember. It was all new to me, and I was like,
no, I watched like season 1 of Luke Cage, and then I watched some of those Marvel things, and I honestly couldn't tell you what happened.
I think that's one of the things about binging, right? Oh yeah, me too. Same way. Yeah.
First season.
I think that's one of the ill effects of like binging is you don't retain anything.
Yeah.
Because just one after another, and
whereas before you'd watch one and you get a week to process it, talk about it, wait for the next one, anticipate.
Oh, that midget's gonna fuck that dude with a sword next week, and you just like get all excited. Are you a fan of Game of Thrones? No.
I watched 2 episodes and it was just corny. And I'm not a big drama person. I'm just like, it's so frustrated, dude, with drama.
Titties, swords, and fucking midgets. Dude, if you told an 8-year-old me that there was a show when I got older, I would be like, shut up.
Shut up.
Swords, midgets, and titties.
Dragons, titties, swords, and midgets.
Dude, I used to sneak out of my room whenever, like, my parents would be watching something in the other room. It'd be HBO, and it's all, this movie is rated R. And I'd be listening, and it's all for language. I'm all, violence, graphic nudity. I'm like, yep, time to go up, ask for a glass of water. I wait like 10 minutes, and then try to time it to where I think there'd be some titties, and then...
Alright, so they're walking...
Yeah, so they're now walking backstage.
Find the Kumite arena for the first time.
This is a lot different from backstage at fights. They don't really have a lot of staff. Bellator has a lot of employees around.
Well, it's not fight night.
This fucking Kumite.
They're setting up.
Oh, they're setting up? Oh, alright.
It kind of makes sense.
Uh-oh. So they're walking into the arena, and I'm using that term fucking loosely.
I know, like...
I don't... Do this
exactly
Ogre...
where they're walking to get...
Ogre and John Claude became friends very close, way too fast for my liking. Like, he's already, like touching his hand on his back.
Yeah.
Like, hey, buddy. Like...
And they didn't have any real bonding experience other than...
No, they played Cry Chain
Ogre
for fucking...
was kind of sexually harassing a woman on the bus, and John Claude is like, yeah, all right, buddy, good job.
I can do this trick where I do the splits with my nuts dangle. You guys want to see that? kind of take some of the heat off of Ogre being a creep. I know, right? That's like 30 years ago. Imagine now we had that scene in it. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to write an apology.
We should write a 3,000-word blog about how problematic Bloodsport is.
Yeah, I don't like the way the character Ogre acted in Bloodsport.
And he was fetishizing the Asian woman.
Toxic man. He just looks like toxic man.
Sizeism. How you like to be with a big man, a real big man. That's sizeism.
It is sizeism.